What's up? Today is story time. I'm going to tell you how I turned this side hustle into six figures in 2 years. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Nugget. I am the founder and creator of Seer School. Seer School is an absolutely free for military, veterans, and spouses real estate training school. The whole purpose of it is for me to take what I've learned over the last 2 years and the success that I've had and hand it back down, sow seeds back into you. Now, my goal in all of this is to change your life. What happens to you is what happened to me, that you begin to get financially free through this side hustle. Now, the beautiful thing about real estate is I believe it's supposed to start as a side hustle. This is my hot take. There's a lot of people out there that say, you know, you got to go all in, you got to dive into the deep end of the pool, you got to give it your all. That's true. But I think real estate is a long game. Most people jump into the pool. They don't set any systems. They don't take any training. They don't do anything. They just think because they raise their hand and say, I've got a license, that people are just going to magically show up and say, sell my house. And that's not how this works. So the first thing I want to talk about in real estate is most people don't know that you can be one of two different versions of a real estate agent. You can be an active agent, which is what I'm doing. You can be a passive agent, which is what I want to talk about first. So passive agent means you're a referral only agent. The beautiful thing, especially now, I'm going to talk about my brokerage because that's the only brokerage I know. And I'm going to tell you what it would be like if you were here being a referral agent. So what happens at my brokerage is you go take your test, you get your license, right? There's a pre-licensing school, pre-licensing test, state test, boom, now you've got your license. Then you hang that license with the brokerage, okay? And then because you're a referral agent, you don't have to buy MLS. So the MLS is the multiple listing service. This is where all of the houses that go on the market are required to be listed. And so you don't have to pay for that. It's like $400, $500 a year, something like that. And so now you don't have to pay that because you're a referral agent only. My brokerage has no monthly fees. The only requirement of you is that you're going to have to refer about 3 to 4 houses a year. That's it. That's the only requirement on you to make this work with no monthly fees, no MLS fees. And here's the beautiful part about being a referral agent. This is how it works. You, in your everyday going about living, existing life, you're having conversations with coworkers, with friends, with family. You see people post stuff on Facebook. You just continually see all these conversations. And a lot of those are about jobs, housing, relocating, where we're living, where we're moving. Those are your opportunities to step in and say, hey, you know what? I have my real estate license. I work with this amazing agent in the area. I would love to give them your information and let them help you because they are fantastic. Now, one, you already have trust with these people because you know them. There's a rapport there, right? Number two, now you're going to get a 25% referral fee because you sent that lead to an active agent partner. This is where my benefit comes in on the tail end of everything. If I don't teach you the right way and train you how to have these conversations, teach you how to lead generate, then there's not going to be any business on the tail end for me. I'm obviously not here just goodwilling it, although that is how I want to build my business. My goal here is to change your life, and the net result of that is going to change my life. This is the whole thing, is like there's multiple ways to build a business, but I'm trying to build it this way by benefiting others first and letting it come back to me second. And so the whole idea here is you're a referral agent. Take your test, get your license, right? Hang your license with the brokerage. Don't pay the MLS. Don't pay any monthly fees. As you're going to work, as you're living in your life, as you're posting on social media. Now, we're going to talk about more in-depth lead generation strategies, because just because you're a passive agent doesn't mean you don't have to do video work. Like you have the option to be as actively involved in the lead generating as you want to be. Now, it can just be you stumbling into transactions where your friends, your family, your coworkers are buying, selling, moving. Now, as active duty military, I don't know how many of you know, but you can actually have a real estate license while you're active duty. Now, you need to go through that command chain, make sure that they approve it, but you can have a real estate license while you're active duty. This is a perfect side hustle for somebody who has a full-time job or a part-time job, because as you're working, you can hear these conversations about buying, selling, moving, PCSing, and then you get to take advantage of those conversations, send that referral to an active agent, collect 25% when that thing closes. Now, you may be thinking, Nugget, well, what is 25%? What does that even mean? So on a $300,000 house, that's going to be around $2,000. Okay. So we're not talking peanuts here. We're talking, this could be a legit side hustle. If you can get to the place where you're doing 10, 12, 15 of these a year, like we're talking $20,000 to $30,000 extra in excess on top of what you're already making. Now, I don't know how many of you watching this right now are like, $2,000 extra a month. I don't need that. Keep that out of my life. Now, here's the thing of beauty. This is how my brain works. You start as a referral agent. If you think that there is a chance that this may be a full-time thing at some point in your future, what you do is you begin to work on your lead generating systems, your social media presence, your personal branding. These are the things I'm going to teach you in Sears School: your personal branding, your social media presence, lead magnets, how to create this personal brand and begin to push it out into your area so that people start raising their hand, qualifying themselves, and wanting to do business with you. This is the beauty of this, is you could work yourself from passive with no monthly fees, no MLS fees, no cost in this side hustle. You don't have to buy supply or inventory or any of that. You can literally do it for free, okay? And then you can work on these lead generating systems, because YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, personal brand, we're talking 12, 18, 24 months for these things to actually start picking up speed and making a return on the effort that you're putting out there. A lot of it's just going to be you talking into a hallway and nothing coming back to you. Okay. I'm kind of doing it right now. I don't know how many people are watching, but that's what's going on here. Is I'm just yelling down a hallway, hoping that somebody raises their hand. And so you can begin, as this referral agent, you can begin to start to work on your lead generating systems, because real estate, it is a long game. I'm telling you, I've only been in for 2 years, but I have asked all the questions and been around all the agents. And every one of the ones that are successful in this business, they just survive. Like, they just hang in there, because the longer you're in the business, the more people that have used your services, the more people that use your services are more people that are going to refer your services. Right. And we're going to talk about making clients into fans. This is one of the best ways to make a difference in your business, but that's Sears School and in the future. So passive agent, work on your lead generating systems, watch these leads start to come in, and you're just referring them out, referring them out, referring them out. And then once you see that lead generating machine is consistent, right? You're getting 2, 3, 4 that are closing every month. Now it's time to turn on, go away from the referral agent, become an active agent. And now, instead of 25%, you keep 100%, less your brokerage fees. You keep 100% of that commission. So on a $300,000 house, that's more in the neighborhood of about $700 to $7,500. That's what we're talking about. Okay. So active agent, that is what I'm doing. This is what I've done. So my story is my buddy Greg Goad. If you don't know him, Goad Home Partners on Instagram. Go follow the dude. He's awesome. He's better at social media than I am. I love him to death. He's changed my life by getting me into real estate. So he's known for years that I would be good at real estate. He's just known it. And so he pinged me. He stayed on top of me, kept following up. And then eventually I finally said, all right, man, I'm going to get my license. I'm working 40 hours a week, but I'm still going to go get my license. Let's see what happens. My first year, I sold 10 houses. My second year, I sold 14 houses. That 14 houses equaled $141,000 of gross commission in year number 2 of doing real estate. I still don't have my lead generating machine up and running, where YouTube, social media, these kinds of things are bringing transactions in. Most of my business was through having conversations. This is the crux of everything that I'm going to teach you in Seer School. It's going to be how to have conversations so people don't feel like you're selling them. That people don't feel like they're working with, related to, or friends with a used car salesman. Nothing against used car salesmen, right? Those guys out there just hustling like everybody else, okay? They're just trying to make a sale. But there's a way to do it, and there's a way not to do it. We always say inside my brokerage, we say you got to sell without selling. And what that basically means is create value for the people you're working with. This is the reason I'm starting Seer School. I am creating value for people that I want to work with. Okay. Now, the beautiful thing of all of this is the tail end of not only just transactions, but then you also, as military personnel, you also have the opportunity, if you join my brokerage, you have the opportunity for revenue share. And what that means is that every time you bring an agent into the business, so let's say you decide, you know what, I'm going with Nugget. I trust this guy. He's showing me his stuff. I think this is really going to change my life. You go through Seer School, you graduate, you start getting transactions to close, and then you're like, man, I really should tell other people about this. Here's the beauty. You tell other people, you show them how it's changing your life, just like I'm talking to you how it changed mine in this moment right now. Okay. You show them how it changed your life. They go get their license. They go through Seer School. They come into the brokerage. Now, every time they pay the broker, you're going to get paid a revenue share from that broker because you helped build the business, because you expanded the business. You brought in a new client. For the brokerage, the client is the agent. That's how they make money. Okay. For the agent, the client is the consumer. That's how we make money. So every time you bring an agent in, you're building the business of the brokerage. Because of that, they have agreed, they have decided to incentivize you to grow the brokerage by sharing their revenue with you. So now not only can you close transactions, okay, and get paid, you can also tell your coworkers, friends, and family about it who can get their license, join your network, and you can get revenue share off of what they're doing, not their money, the brokerage's money. It's a beautiful thing. And you can even join the stock program where it buys stock for you. And as the stock grows, you make money there too. I just realized at the end of my second year, like right at the end of my second year right now, I just realized that the stock purchases from my transactions made me more money than what I paid the brokerage. So I got a net gain out of selling real estate, and it didn't cost me anything. I actually gained money for doing it. I mean, it's just a bonkers system. This is how I'm changing my life, and I'm just at the beginning. Now, here's the beautiful thing is I don't plan on stopping with just this. I think real estate is a leaping stone, not a stepping stone, but a leaping stone to get you from where you are financially to doctor money. I think it's the most efficient way to go from 50, 60, 70, even $100,000 a year to $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year. You're running 3 or 4 transactions a month. You're working that's about 60 to 80 hours a month on those transactions, maybe a little bit more if you're doing lead generating work and stuff like that. But like, this is what we're talking about. It's super efficient money. It's super efficient to get the license. You don't have to be in school for 12 years. You don't have to finish a degree. It's not this huge lift. You just got to study, go take the test, get your license, go through Seer School, and you can do Seer School before you get licensed or as you're getting licensed, because Seer School is everything that you need to do after licensing, after you've taken your license. I'm not teaching you how to pass the test. I'm teaching you how to make money. That's what the goal of Seer School is. So this story is my story. I got convinced by somebody. He provided me value. He's changed my life. And all I'm doing is trying to do that for as many people as I can right now in this moment, because it shifted my whole future. And I want to do the same for as many of you as I can. And the perfect place to start: veterans, active duty, spouses. That's my clan. I'm a veteran. I'm part of the Real Military Division. You can see it here on my shirt. I'm excited about this so much because I truly believe if you buy in, you learn the lessons inside of Seer School, and you buy in and you do the work, okay? Because this isn't like, again, this isn't You can't just get the license and stuff happen. You still have to be strategic and have conversations. That's all sales is how many qualified conversations can you have? How many of those can you follow up with? How many of those follow-ups can you close? That's it. It's not magic. It's just providing value to people. And in real estate, most of the time, your friends, family, coworkers, the value is going to be education. You're going to be able to educate them on market truth, like what is actually going on, and not what CNN or Fox News or any of these other people, not what they're saying, but what is actually happening in the market. So that's it for this video. I just wanted to come on here and stress to you guys, like, I literally have changed my life, 6 figures in my second year. You can do the same thing because there's nothing special about me. I promise you can do the same thing. And I'm going to teach you how to do the same thing. I'm going to teach you what I did so that you can replicate it in your own business. That's it. That's it for me. Nugget out.